Hello, in this part of the lecture, I will be talking about bioherbicide. These are living organisms or their products which are used for controlling, for killing weeds. So we can look at the definition. Yes, it involves the biological control of weeds by some living organisms or their products can be used. Now, bioherbicides include fungi. Yes, fungi can be used as bioherbicides. Even we can use predator insects and certain crops they are also used which are known as smoother crops. So first of all, we are going to talk about predator insects for controlling weeds. Now for control of cactus, scientific name of cactus is Apansia Cactoblastus cactorum. This is its natural predator insect. It was used for first time in Australia. So here we are not using any toxic chemicals, natural predators they are used, so it is an eco-friendly approach. Then for controlling Hypericum perforatum in USA, this is known as Kalmuth weed. For the first time, Chrysolina beetles they were used. So these are natural predators which are used as weedicides. Now after this, now we are going to talk about fungi which can be used as herbicides. So these herbicides which are based upon fungi, they are also known as mycoherbicides. In mycoherbicides, Phytophthora palmivora, this is one fungi. Its spores are used for controlling this weed in citrus field. Yes, so Phytophthora palmivora spores are used for controlling, yes, milkweed in citrus field. Then spores of fungus Coletotrichum, gliosporoids, they are used for controlling weed northern joint wedge in rice fields. Then spores of Cercospora fungus, they are used for controlling most noxious weed, most dangerous weed in water, that is water hyacinth, and it was first used in USA. First bioherbicide was mycoherbicide. Yes, it was fungi based. In the market for the first time, spores of Palmivora, Phytophthora palmivora, they were commercialized under the trade name Divine. So Divine represents the first mycoherbicide. Similarly, spores of Coletotrichum gliosporoids, they are marketed under the trade name Colago. So after this, now we are going to talk about smoother crops. Let's say this is a smoother crop. From its roots, certain chemicals, they are released. Yes, so it releases certain chemicals in the soil. Now these chemicals, they inhibit growth of nearby plants in the area. So these chemicals, they have ability to inhibit growth of weeds in the nearby area. Now these chemicals which are secreted by smoother crops, these chemicals, they are known as allelochemicals. And this phenomena of killing weeds, it is known as allelopathy. So smoother crops, they have ability to kill weeds by secreting allelochemicals, and this phenomena is going to be known as allelopathy. So we are going to see what are important smoother crops. Crops which do not allow weeds to grow nearby. Example, barley, rice, sorghum, sunflower, alfalfa, soybean, millets, marigold, right? How they are going to act? Smoother crops eliminate weeds through chemicals. Crop rotation with these crops will naturally reduce incidence of weeds. Now, after this, we are going to add some important points with respect to integrated pest management, that is IPM. As the term suggests, integrated, it means several tactics, several methods they are used for pest control. Several methods they are used for pest management, pest control. There may be use of biological methods, physical, or chemical methods for pest control. chemicals should be the last priority, and they should be used in limited manner so that there should not be any non-target effects. Everything should be used in sustainable manner. Yes, so we can see some important points with respect to IPM. It is desirable when beneficial insects are being conserved to aid in an overall integrated pest management program, or when an ecologically sensitive area is being treated. So ecologically sensitive area can be treated with the help of non-toxic strategies, which all are integrated under IPM. Sustainable pest management is otherwise known as integrated pest management because it is a sustainable strategy. That's why this is known as sustainable pest management or integrated pest management. Integration of tactics for control of single pest on one or more crops. So several methods, they are integrated for sustainable pest management. Biofertilizers, they are living organisms or their products which are used for increasing fertility of soil, and farming technique which is based upon use of biofertilizers is known as organic farming. So biofertilizers are organisms that enrich the nutrient quality of soil. Now there are three main sources of biofertilizers: bacteria, fungi and cyanobacteria. So let's begin with bacteria. Now from the lower classes, you know about rhizobium. Rhizobium is a nitrogen fixing bacteria, so surely it will increase nitrogen content. Now rhizobium is symbiotic bacteria. It is associated with the roots of leguminous plant, and in leguminous plant it is present in root nodules. In root nodules it performs nitrogen fixation which provides organic nitrogen to the plant. Yes. So rhizobium is one very important example which is symbiotically associated with leguminous plant, and where it is associated with root nodule. These bacteria, they fix atmospheric nitrogen into organic forms like ammonia. Then ammonia is changed into amino acids. Amino acids, they are used for synthesis of protein. So this is used by plants as nutrient. Along with symbiotic nitrogen fixing bacteria, you must not forget examples of free living bacteria: Azospirillum, Azotobacter. They are free living nitrogen fixers which are present in the soil. Yes, then we are going to talk about fungi. You know, fungi, it is symbiotically associated with the roots of higher plants, and this symbiotic association which is formed, it is known as mycorrhiza. Now, network of fungi is known as mycelium. Its body is known as mycelium, and mycelium network, it can move into the small size pores in the soil and can absorb water and minerals, especially phosphorus, and will ultimately provide it to the plant. So what is the function of mycorrhiza? It is going to provide water, minerals to the plant. Along with that, it creates resistance to root-borne pathogens. Now, due to the presence of mycorrhiza, now root becomes resistant to root-borne pathogens. Along with that, it increases tolerance to salinity and drought. How come it is making plant tolerant to drought? Because it can absorb water even from deeper part of the soil when water stress condition is there. There is overall increase in plant growth and development. Why it is so? Because fungi releases growth hormones which helps in growth and development. Now, how fungi is benefited? Fungi gets food as well as shelter from plant. Now, after this, now we are going to talk about cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria are autotrophic microbes, widely distributed in aquatic and terrestrial environment, and they have ability to fix nitrogen. So just like Rhizobium, Azotobacter and Azospirillum, they have ability to fix nitrogen. Now, important examples of cyanobacteria which can perform this process are Anabaena, Nostoc and Oscillatoria. Now, in paddy field, in rice field, cyanobacteria serve as important biofertilizer. Now, cyanobacteria, they help in adding organic matter to the soil. How it is so? They are involved in nitrogen fixation as well as they are also autotrophic, so they can fix carbon dioxide. If they fix carbon dioxide, so surely they will add organic matter to the soil. Because they fix nitrogen, this increases soil fertility as well as they reduces alkalinity of soil. Now, cyanobacteria is one very important biofertilizer because it can fix nitrogen as well as carbon dioxide. One reason is this. Second, it can fix nitrogen in water as well as terrestrial environment. And third, it may be free living or symbiotic nitrogen fixer. Right? So this is all about biofertilizers. So in this chapter, I have talked about role of microbes in human welfare. In the next lecture, I will be starting with a new chapter, that is organism and population. Bye till then.